kicker Brandon McManus about ready to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's make these babies hurry!
And to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Set, 180! Rip right!
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And the catch made by Johnson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
That's another Saints first down.
General West.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. Check, Mike. Point it right. 54.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
180. King. Check. Mike 54.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
180. Check, Mike 54. Hey, alert! Watch the screen. Hurry. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They run for it with Hunt. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Almost feel sorry for the kicker here, because he wants to go out there and contribute, but they keep saying stay on the bench. I think it's just simply a matter of a head coach saying, I believe more of my guys with the football than sending you out there to kick it.
Well, he wants to make a big statement here on the opening drive, and a statement he's making now. They've got it 1st and goal after that conversion. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 18-Gator. 56. All day, dog. Check 52. Blue jaw Corker. Jumper. Big ass. Go. Hurry. Shoot.
On first down, Taylor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Hey, shoot. Mike 56. Fair. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Go. 8 feet. Hey, Roy. Hey.
And it's 3rd down.
Check. Crunch. Buzz. Shift. Check 43. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Big hold of the 30. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time.
Now Mayfield lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield now. And the pressure gets to him again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet. and say, this is what the problem is? Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Down. 90 Wolf. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
180. Up. X3. 218. Chop.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. From the red zone now, Mayfield.
As a general rule, offensive.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here we go. Tighten up. Christian, travel. Back. Check hot route. Hot. Tight dog.
They'll run on first down. Taylor gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Come on. Hey, Orbit. You better be ready. Yep. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Shine.
2nd and 6. He finds Taylor, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's checking crap. Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
32-yard line.
Break the 20. 54 Mike. Come off the ball.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Let's go. 36.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taylor now returning it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Get that ball. Hey, switch gears. Pilot, 64, weak.
On first down, Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check, 43. 80 weapons. Hey, Delta. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 43 is the mic. Here we go. 43 is the mic. Let's get the go. Mike's 43. Get it.
2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
43. Silver. 43 is the mic. Yeah. You don't want none. 43 out. 43 is the mic. Leo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Hunt. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. 4th down, Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Solomon Thomas. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Set 70, Indy. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Hey, lock it. Kill. Hey, let go. He's checking. Crash. Check it back. Hey, Sam off. Yes. Under crunch. Let go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Walker gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
General West. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 15. Hey, wahoo.
They'll throw now on the final play, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Matchbox right. Hey, turn it up. Check three. Go on. Watch out. Ready.
Taylor. He's got the first down and more past midfield. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
2nd and 11. And his throw here is incomplete. Rocky Sin, a rookie second-rounder from Temple, there to make the play. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14-7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run again with Hunt. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Set, 180. Mike's back forward. On the ball.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 34.
Nothing like a little power football that they're playing right there on the left side. That was the strong side of the offensive line. They paved the way.
They paved the way. He lowered the shoulder and powered forward to convert. Able to spin free. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
X3, 218, jump. Kings.
Now Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Let's get this. Dead, 180. 54 Mike. He don't know no better. Regular. 54. Mike's 54. Okay, double up.
Third and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. Lucky. Rush in.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll drop the throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
15 line. Hey, exit. Mike 51. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Set. 22 jet bomber. Smooth. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's a Falcon first down yet again. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Topper! Squeeze! Hey! High 7! Go! Go now! Shoot!
Looking to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Man left. Hey, 40.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think he's going to go Touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns, so this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Tick. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DK Metcalf. 78 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I'm coming. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50. Alert. Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
28, Saints 21. Bradley Pinion starts at kickoff.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Falcons take over. Let's go, let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Ready? 70, Indy. 56. Get him, get him.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
56.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Mike 54. I got it.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Hooked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Set the turn, defense. Set the turn, defense. Let's go. Check, 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 check. Check safety, check safety.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, orbit.
Check 31, check 31. Check 24, check 24.
Hard, hard.
SOS.
Deep grip, deep grip.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Rock, rock it, rock it.
Check, check. Fred.
Hey, Charlie.
Fred, watch the safety creep.
Hey, 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 hey.
Ringo, Ringo.
Back to throw.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1 yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield now from the 50. Buying time to his left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st and 10.
Mike, 54. You got nothing today.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Falcons 42, Saints 41.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season.